Water, for sale or for all?
Water privatization is the transfer of ownership of a water supply from a public sector company to a privately owned corporation or business.
Some countries with less wealthy governments or less infrastructure may sell water rights to private companies so that the water systems can be better managed or repaired.
Most companies that put in charge of privatized water look to meet unrealistic profit margins, so prices are usually extremely high compared to public water. For example, in 2000, Bechtel was paid to take over the Bolivian water supply. However, prices soon rose higher than most families could afford, leaving to tens of thousands of Bolivians without water.
This price increase usually isn't for a good reason either. According to some reports, private operators often reduce the workforce, neglect water conservation, and even shift environmental costs onto the public to pay.
Not only that, but some water that is filtered by private companies, especially bottled water companies, is not as clean as the water that we get from a tap. Most companies claim that their water is mineral enhanced, but that simply means that there are particles in the water that are unfiltered. Tap water, however, often has regulations and restrictions that ensure it is of a certain purity and that it is safe to use.
Public water systems are much more cooperative with its customers than private companies are. They don't look to make any profit. Also, they're often regulated by larger powers that emphasize water conservation and distributed supply.
In the end, it comes down to this: water is not a commodity. It is a human right, no matter how scarce or precious it is. It is up to us to make the most of it.
Try not to buy bottled water more than absolutely necessary. If you do buy bottled water, try to reuse your water bottles, or consider buying a reusable water canteen or refillable bottle. Use your water wisely, because it may be plentiful now, but in a few years it could cost you a fortune.